Good morning, everyone. We are coming to you live via Facebook streaming, YouTube streaming, and via Skype from our studios in Trinidad. Each one of you is welcome to this live streaming. Sutras of Vigyan Bhairav Tantra. Tantra says take life naturally. While writing the script for the public book, Beyond Conflict, Life of Bliss, I have mentioned a chapter, written it. There was in 6th century AD a Buddha, an awakened master, traveled from shores of India to China at the invitation of the king of the Wu dynasty. On the border, the king along with his retinue came to receive Bodhidharma. But Bodhidharma was a unique. He was walking with one slipper shoe in his foot and the next on his head. This embarrassed the king. You are expecting an awakened one in a particular manner to behave in this way, and if his manners and behavior is not suitable to you, you cannot accept him as master. Then Wu asked, Master, I have opened many monasteries, many schools, and where the people are given food and shelter and many things. What is the outcome of all this? So-called charities, donations, this and that we are all lost into it. Bodhidharma said, you will not get the place even in the 7th hell. This further embarrassed the king. He was not expecting this reply. So he said that if you want me to be here, the way I am, I will be. Otherwise, I will go to the mountain and wait for the person for whom I have come. Then he went. He faced the wall for 9 years. He did not look at anyone. Anyone will come, he will not look at him. After 9 years, a man came for whom Bodhidharma had gone to China. His name was Huineng. He said, Bodhidharma, turn your head towards me, otherwise I will cut my hand. Bodhidharma did not turn. Then he said, if you do not turn this time, I will cut off my head. Immediately Bodhidharma turned his head towards him. What is the symbol of cutting the hand and cutting the head? Hand symbolizes of acts, and head symbolizes of all the conditionings that you have. When he said he will cut off his hand, means he will spend his time in the service of humanity. But he was not ready to give up his conditionings. As you come here. This I will explain further in that example. So he handed over that witnessing consciousness, 9 years of his efforts, to Huineng. He became the master, next patriarch of Zen Buddhism. In his commune, there were many monks. Huineng was getting old. One day, he announced that whoever writes the meaning of life in 4 lines, he will be the next master. There was one among the monks who was well educated, and he decided he did not dare have the courage to come in the daytime and write. So he came in the night and he wrote 4 lines. Mind is a mirror that gathers dust of thoughts and your passion, lust, desires. Clean this mirror. That is the essence of life. Huining was not happy with that answer. He remained. So there was a talk among all the monks in the kitchen, in the entire monastery, that what a beautiful message is this. But Huining was not happy with it. There was one day, as the 2 monks were discussing among themselves about this message, there was an unknown monk. He laughed. He was the monk who came to Huining 12 years ago. When he came, Huining asked, "What you want?" Do you want to know about life? Do you want to know about life? Or you want to know life? 2 things. You want to know about life means entering the realm of philosophy. To know life is entering the life of being. Bodhidharma. Huining told him to go to the kitchen and your job is to mill the rice. So from morning till evening he will continue milling the rice. No scriptures, no meditation, nothing he will do. Simply he will get up, get ready, go to the kitchen, start milling the rice until it is dark, then he will retreat to take a rest. 12 long years he continued. And Huining told him that you do not have to come to me. When the time will right, I will come to you. I will come to you. And he laughed. 2 things he asked. Do you want to know about life? Or you want to know life? The same thing every master says that. But people come here. This one want to know about this, or that. Someone asks me, you want to be the Sufism or want to know about Sufism? How Prophet Rasul did this thing, how Lalaji did this thing, what is the role of influence of psychology in the works of Lalaji? All this is nonsense. It will not take you any far in your journey. You are interested in knowing about life, about Sufism, not Sufism. When Gurdjieff went in search of the master in the Middle East, and he stayed there, 9 masters he had, and afterwards when his biographer Leon Lefort went in search of the master, the first master was a drummer. He had to search for him. He was an ordinary drummer. So he asked, what did you teach Gurdjieff? He said, I taught Gurdjieff how to breathe. How to breathe? The master said, the drummer said, do you think you know how to breathe? But you want to know about breathing. You can write a scripture on breathing. But do you know how to breathe really? How breath manipulates, how breath guides every step in your life? Do you know anything called breathing? You may know about breathing, but you do not know breathing. You may know about many things about Lalaji or Holy Prophet, Rasul or Allah, but you do not know Allah. Your journey is about this, about that. Then how can you progress in life? So, Huineng, that day he came to the kitchen and he handed over the 12 years of witness consciousness through that the light. He lit the lamp of the monk. His name was Haiku. And this is how the master works. He is not interested in responding your questions about certain things. About will not take you in your inward journey. It will make you a great philosopher, thinker, or anything else. Are you interested in knowing about water or drinking water? Spirituality, the inward journey, is drinking water. Umar Khayyam says in one of the couplet, the word that is used, रुबाई, क्या हो हासिल उनके जिक्र से जो पीकर मस्त हुए हैं? What shall you gain, O fool, by talking about those who are drunk and gone? You want to know everything about honeymoon, but you are not interested in honeymoon. You want to know about sex, but you're not interested in to enter into it. You want to know about this fana or that fana. That is useless. It will not take you far. You enter into it. Ask how to enter into it. Not about fana. Not about the psychological aspects of the practical psychology in the teachings of Sufism. That is philosophy. And how to be? If you ask a mother, how does she convinces the child to drink the milk? You can write the whole psychological analysis of it, but you will not know how to convince a child to drink the milk. She tells many stories, anecdotes, tells many things to the child according to the consciousness, the level of consciousness of the child. If you drink the milk, it will happen this one drink the milk and that happened that way. And the child gets so convinced that he takes the milk in his hand and he said, yes, give me some more. This is practical psychology that mother knows, the illiterate mother knows. And you want to do a PhD on, a research on the psychological aspects in the Sufi teachings. It is the same thing. What shall you gain, O fool, by talking about those who are drunk and gone? I have heard there was a place well known for the honeymoon goers. So there was a tourist guide. So all those people, he was well known tourist guide. So whenever anyone is coming there for honeymoon, he will guide them. So someone asked him, You seem to be very learned and well versed in the process of honeymooning. Are you married? He said, no. I only know about honeymoon, but I don't know honeymoon. Do you want to know honeymoon, or you want to know about honeymoon? Do you want to know about the Fanafiul Rasul, Fanafiul Sheikh, Fanafiul Murid, Fanafiul Allah, or this beat? Or you want to know the analytical psychology in the teachings of the Sufi masters with a special reference to Lalaji Razillah Ta'ala, or you want to be it? You have to decide on your own. I am not here to waste my time behind about things. To the point. You want to drink the water? I can give you. I cannot give you the analysis of the flower. You go to the lab that can give you dissect the flower and in this color, its fragrance and everything. I can teach you how to be a flower, how to blossom into a flower. You decide what is more important for you in life. Do not waste your time to know about this, about that. Do not bother, do not waste your time learning about water, learning about flower, how to blossom into the flower, how to blossom as a flower. Then the life will attain its totality, its fulfillment. Flower symbolizes totality, the ultimate flowering, the ultimate growth. That is why flower is offered at the altar. This is the chapter, the flower symbolizes totality. I was writing this before the session was to begin, but then I had to pause to start this. So it is the continuation of the same trend of thoughts. Tantra says, take life naturally. Do not be unreal. Sex is there as a deep possibility. It has a great potentiality. Use it only as a potentiality, a possibility, as a ladder to reach to the higher altitudes, not remain engrossed into it. And what is wrong? There is nothing wrong in being happy, really, but the morality, all moral teaching is against happiness. Someone is happy and you feel something has gone wrong with that person. When someone is sad, you can understand that, but you have never known what happiness means, what inner blossoming is. Someone asks, how do I maintain the workload? Work from 3:30 in the morning until 9-10 in the night, until I have fallen asleep or the sleep comes. Start your work from the center, as if it is the wish of the divine that some work has to happen through you. The flower teaches us its journey begins from a seed. The seed's journey continues through various stages. It sprouts, germinates into a plant. Plant becomes a bigger, grows, becomes bigger. Petals begin to come, appear on it. The plant attains a certain dimension. Then buds appear. Buds blossom and become flower. The germination takes place, fertilization takes place within the flower. One part of this fertilization becomes the fruit, and the ovule becomes the seed. From the seed to the seed is the journey. The circuit is complete, and whenever circle is completed, energy is never lost. It gets recharged. Continuous recharging takes place of the energy, and that is why the magnetic field is, the energy flows from North Pole to the South Pole. The circle is completed. When the energy flows from the center and it returns to the center, it begins from the seed and then ends in the seed. The circle is completed, no energy is lost. The seed has a certain potentiality. When it returns to the seed form, it has the same potentiality, same energy field, and it is ready for another journey, from seed to seed, from center to center. You start your work, your action from the center, be it sex, be it any act, anything that you have to do in life. Start it from center, as if this is the wish of the divine. This is what the existence wants to happen through you. Not that it wants you to do it. It wants this particular event, particular action to happen through you. And when it is completed, there is a gratitude. And in that gratitude, the grace that overflows you, fills you, recharges you with indomitable energy. You are renewed. You are continuously being recharged. Energy does not escape. It escapes only when there are short circuits. And what are short circuits? You think that I am doing it. And when someone praises you, oh, thank you, thank you. But a thought comes into you that this is happening because of the grace of the existence, grace of the Almighty, grace of that energy that flows through you. It is through that unknown and unknowable force that flowers through you, that allows things to happen through you. So you have not known this. So whenever someone is sad, you find everything is okay. It is natural to be saddened. We live in a neurotic society where everyone is sad. Sadness is your religion. When you are happy, everyone is at a loss. Why is he happy? What to do with you? When someone sympathizes with you, look at his face. The face gleams. There is a subtle shining onto his face. He is happy that he is sympathizing with you. If you are happy, then there is no possibility for this. Your happiness creates sadness in others. Look into it deeply. Why this man is so happy? What is wrong with him? Your unhappiness creates happiness in others. and your happiness creates unhappiness in others. If this is not neurosis, then what you call this? The very foundation seems to be mad. Tantra says, be real, be authentic, be yourself. Your happiness is good, not bad. It is not sin. Only sadness is sin. Only to be miserable is sin. To be happy is virtue, because a happy person will not create unhappiness in others. The happiness will become his aura, the fragrance, the beauty that surrounds the flower and captivates all those who are looking at it. Only a happy person can be a ground for others' happiness. He can sow the seeds of happiness in others. You will give only that which you have. If you do not happiness in you, if you have not experienced this within, how can you share happiness with others? How can you make others happy? But this is what goes on happening all around us, and we do not even bother. We do not even pause even for a moment why this is happening. I'll continue the second aspect of it. When I say Tantra is neither moral nor immoral, Tantra basically is a science, it is amoral. Something which is beyond morality and immorality. I will take that in tomorrow's session. Until then, take care and do have a pleasant day.